This year what really inspired the collection was beginning to look at the key lifestyle trends for this year. So those main trends, there were 3 of them in particular that we really focused on that kept coming up for us this year. The first one was nature, and the idea that nature recharges us and how important it is to us in our living. The second one was this idea of nostalgia and looking back to the past that creates that sense of comfort for us. And then the third one was the idea of happy design, of creating an optimistic space, being more playful in our spaces and creating more individuality. We really want to inspire design diversity, so we always look at our core styles within our brand, and they are our contemporary customer that lives in a contemporary space, a more traditional classic customer, a modern customer, more of a minimal space, a boho, eclectic type of space, and a retreat customer, someone that has a beach house or a rural place of living. Once we look at those key styles, we then filter through our brand values, and they are creating a product that's beautiful, that has longevity, that is inspirational, that's relatable, and pieces that we love as well as a team. It has to go through that filter too. So once we go through that filter, we then create themes that fit in for the year and really show the trend going forward for the next year and even further. We have 6 main themes. So the first theme is Nature's Retreat, and Nature's Retreat is all about recharging ourselves in nature and bringing nature into the home. The textures in this theme relate back to Moroccan souks and of course nature. So this idea of craftsmanship being something that creates familiarity for us in a space and creates that sense of calm is really important. And the Moroccan souks really is looking at the colour of beautiful older buildings in those spaces. So earthy tones, olives, neutrals, and textures as well. Lots of tweeds, whitewashed finishes on teak. Really finish this range really beautifully. So the second theme is Modern Day Mellow. Really looks at this idea of nostalgia and how nostalgia creates comfort for us. So it's a bit of a nod to the 60s and 70s, a mixture of different textures and colours. Here you get the pops of burnt orange, beautiful mustard yellows, and the olives again, but in this sort of more vibrant sort of theme. And fabrics are going to be a real mix of things. So we've got beautiful terrazzos, linens, velvets, tweeds, boucle rugs in here. And it's this real eclectic feel that creates that sort of sense of nostalgia and comfort as well. So the third theme is Sophisticated Simplicity, and this theme is all about restrained luxury. This really gorgeous sense of luxe, but also with a sense of contemporary in it too, a real twist of the contemporary. Colours are quite pared back, beautiful soft beiges and pinks and navies and softer greens as well, gorgeous mint greens. And then in terms of materials, we've got a lovely mix of glass and marble together, velvets, terrazzo, and some antique brass as well. So it really has that gorgeous sense of luxe and softness to it as well. So the fourth theme is Effortless Equilibrium, and this theme looks at the play between positive and negative space, the idea of mystical and mathematical geometry. Colours in this theme are teals and burnt oranges, washed black and grey woods. So the fifth theme is Soft Minimalism, and this really looks at beautiful curves in the architecture that we're seeing coming through, a sense of sculptural form. Colours in this theme are quite strongly pastel, so pared back mints and blues and apricots coming through instead of the blushes as well. So the last theme is Bohemian Drama, and this is where we really bring in that sense of fun and lightness and mixing all sorts of fabrics together. Gorgeous jacquards and velvets and geometric bonework, rattan as well as marble and terrazzo. Everything comes together in this sense of play. It's a really fun theme. I think my favourite range is the Harper range. I really started getting quite obsessed with 70s marquetry, rattan marquetry, and the idea of using this geometric type shape in one of our collections. So I love that range in particular. And I love the teak wood as well, it creates that sense of warmth.